text message, or did it like not a text message, or did it like is that booty big, booty big, booty big, 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 big.
Alrighty. So this is gonna be another haul video. For reasons I don't care to explain. I know it's been a long time, and by that, not because I have a shitty life. No, I just recorded this video. I think it rang in at 22 minutes, which is super freaking long for this kind of video. I was getting distracted. The audio didn't record. So we're going to redo this. And I've tested it out, and it works this time. However, I don't really feel like redoing this video. But, it's been a very long time since I did a haul video. So I'm going to have to do it. So let's just get started. We'll do this one quicker, I think. This point in the video last time was farther, so we're good. Anyways, 10th Kingdom. So yeah, my friend told me that this was like her jam when she was younger. And it's basically an early 2000s version of Once Upon a Time. So it's about a waiter and her dad who's a plumber in the apartment. And they're pretty poor. Fairy tale characters leak through a portal and kind of cause havoc to the point where they go back to the fairy tale thing to escape. And yeah, so it has like Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, and the queen is trying to destroy the White family line. So Snow White and Prince Charming, I think. Prince William? I don't know. I don't really know fairy tales. I only really watched Tarzan when I was younger, so. So yeah, and it's like a 5-part miniseries. It's about 8 hours long. Yeah, everyone's told me about like what I've read from an app called Letterboxd. It's kind of like a diary for movies, which is super good. It's probably my most used social media now, which is awesome because it's just all film fans. But yeah, so it's all right. The special effects are like it's early 2000s, and I think low budget early 2000s too. And some of the makeup is just like you can tell it's makeup, and it kind of has like a nostalgic factor, even though I've never seen it when I was watching a kid. Just like a throwback to movies that I've seen that are similar to this, like Neverending Story or Indian in the Cupboard, that kind of thing, which is kind of fun when I watch it. But yeah, everyone said that the writing is super good, and I'm kind of like, it's a little bit cringe with one of the characters, but I can tell that like the production just had a lot of fun making it, so it kind of, I don't know, it's a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, the biggest actress in it is Diane West, and if I'm not mistaken, this Rosie O'Donnell look-alike. I wish this would focus, and like, seriously, there's nothing else in the screen, your webcam. Like, why is it so hard for you to focus this? Like, unreal. The next one I got was when HBO was shutting down, and I went in there when they first announced, and like the deals were all right. Excuse me. I picked up like Pacific Rim, and wait a minute, let me just fucking pause this for a second. I did not realize that I have been gone. I have not done a haul video since last year September, so this video is going to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay, you know what? After this, I'm going to do regular videos. When I get from 8 to 10 more Blu-rays or whatever, I'm going to do a video because I'm looking at my stack here, and I like the excuses that I had in my old video don't even apply anymore. So I'm going to do this quicker. Maybe we can get it under that 30-minute mark despite what I've done. So, next one, HMV, it was closing down, okay? And this is what made me remind me, because I bought a couple more things here now. Oh, oops, sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to smash ya. So, real good, yeah. I don't know why I went into Minnesota there, but Fargo, the show is real good. I need to buy that on Blu-ray, but they're literally like extinct like $50 online. The show was like almost 4 years old, the first season. Like, anyways, when HMV was first shutting down, I went in and there was, I think, 15% off 4K Blu-rays. I'm so pissed that I didn't pick up what I could have picked up just not so long ago, but I picked up Warcraft. And listen to this. I was so mad. I got home and I see this little thing. Oh, in-game content. Oh, yeah? What's that? Let's see what's good in here. Oh, I took it out. Oops. I just bought World of Warcraft in January, and I bought this probably in February. It came with a full copy of the game. Like, I just spent $30, and then I spent, $28 because it was only 15% off on this, and, like, I could have got the full version of the game with this. The movie, it's fine. I actually do like the movie. When I went into to the theaters, I was expecting, like, whatever it is. What is it? Like 29% or 30% or even 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was expecting, I'm going to be bored out of my mind. It's thoroughly entertaining. Some cheesy stuff with some of the mage stuff. But, I actually had a lot of fun with this movie. And the 4K is good. The HDR is pretty good. But, yeah. I haven't seen it since I got this Blu-ray, so who knows? Why did I mix this up? No, I went 4K to thing. But HMV, that's why I was here. Ruby Sparks, I went again. Not so long ago, like 2 weeks ago. And everything, there was probably 10 Blu-rays in the store. Like 10 Blu-rays at the front, like the assortment of the same Blu-rays. Some in the back, but they were all the same, which was kind of disappointing. I went by the 4K and there was Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I'm like, yeah, no. And Angry Birds, I'm so mad that I didn't pick up Angry Birds because it was 70 to 80% off. So for Angry Birds, I probably would have paid like $8 for a 4K Blu-ray. Like, maybe I won't like it, but it was $8 and it like expands my collection to the point where it's like, oh, that movie was enjoyable. Like, it wasn't like amazing. And I have one of those movies here too for 4K, but I was like, it was still nice to watch because of HDR. But anyways, Ruby Sparks was one of those 10 Blu-rays, not including the 2 4K that were there. Yeah, I really liked this one because it reminds me of my brother. Sorry, Dave. And like how he deals with relationships. So basically, it's about a writer, and he finds out that he creates this girl, and everything he writes about this girl comes true. And Zoe Kazan, who plays the girlfriend, she wrote the screenplay, and she based it off her and Paul Dano's real relationship. So the chemistry is good because it's real. I'm pretty sure they're still dating, but anyways, yeah, I liked this movie, and I was really excited to pick it up for $2. Like, that's a steal. That is a steal. A legitimate steal. Real good. Next one here is a TV show. It's an HBO limited series. I'm hoping it doesn't get into second season because I can really dive into it and just like get immersed to the point where I'm not like, oh, I'm so excited for season 2. No, just finish it. That's why Fargo is so good. Like, one season, you're done. You don't even have to watch season 2. If you do, wow, you're going to get so much connections. But you don't have to see the season 1. Anyways, I'm ranting again. This is why my video was 20 minutes before. I'm not even close to finishing. But anyways, The Night Of. It's a HBO show about a Pakistani who is on the scene of a crime. And what happened is a good slogan because you don't know as a viewer. So it's pretty interesting. And it's about him, and he has immigrant parents, and it's all about the social justice system from what I've heard from Letterboxd. So I was excited. I watched the first episode. I was like, oh, I have to watch this with my brother and my sister-in-law because that's where I was staying at the time. And we watched the first episode. We liked it. And then I came home and I haven't gone back to it. But I really want to. And the packaging's nice. I like these like slips. And then I have the normal case as well. But that's that. And then I have 2 more regular Blu-rays, and then the rest are 4K. So I really expanded my 4K collection recently. Next one I wasn't going to pay the full $25 that they were asking, and I hated the slipcover at first. but I really liked it. It's Edge of 17. This is a movie I think is probably one of the best coming of age dramas of the last 10 years, because most teenage coming of age dramas are like, oh, like be a slut, like it's your body, like whatever, and that's fine, whatever. But this one decided to go like, you know what, like that's fine, and you have the character in there that's like that, but the moral of the story is if you're not ready, there's no point in pushing it just to fit in, so to speak. And I really liked it. So yeah, I picked it up for $15, and the reason I don't like the slip is this blue banner, and that is it. Like, the spine, simple. Love. The back, it's pretty simple. Like, it's just one color. You have Nadine on the back, on the side there. And like, it's good. But why did they put this ugly banner? Like, if they would have taken that off and then just made it all yellow and the Blu-ray logo at the top, it would have been perfect. Like, I'm hoping I have a Blu-ray here that like does that, or just don't put it there. But yeah, next one, I'm gonna just show you my old copy of the movie, because Arrow just released this in a newly scanned 4K, and then downscaled to 2K. So it kind of upsets me that they didn't put out a 4K release, because that would have been perfect. But this is my old release, and I don't like the Amarais, the UK Blu-ray cases that are a little bit thicker. So I swapped out the original that came with the movie and put it in the Ender's Game cover, because it was clear and I liked that, especially with like the artwork here where it's bluish white and then the case is white, so I liked that. But as you can tell, it's a little bit too small and it's a little bit warped, so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, I really liked it, and I was happy with this version of the film. And then I found out about the Arrow release, and that's a fine. I don't mind it. I can borrow this one out. I'll keep this one for myself. So this one it has the director's cut, the theatrical cut, and a little book there. And I just wanted to showcase the art here. A little bit. So we have I'm so sorry, and I talk about this movie being one of my favorites, and I forgot his name. I think it's Frank, but if I'm wrong, like, I haven't seen it in years. Okay, like, leave me alone. I remember watching it for the first time, and I was like, I don't get why people think this is good, and why do people even want to rewatch it. And then I got into film. I'm like, I should rewatch Donnie Darko, right? Loved it. And now I praise it all the time. I say, you can watch it. It's a hard one to recommend, but you're not going to get it. So here's the first one. Here you have the theatrical cut. So we have a picture of Roberta Sparrow. I said Roberto last time. And then some ambient fog on the back. Ambient fog is like their favorite, apparently. And then in the sleeve here, sorry, I'll just show you. In the sleeve, you get a sleeve there. You get not a full-size poster, but I think it's still a nice size. I don't want to put it up because I don't want to ruin it. You get like a pixelated version of the first poster, which is funny because like it's a high quality poster. It's just not a high quality image. And not saying that they didn't have one, because this side is really good. So you get that picture of Frank again. Pretty sure that's his name. Again, don't kill me. And then you get some ambient fog as the disc art. That's that for that. Then I don't remember her name. I want to say Chen, but then again, that's probably just a racist thing because they're super racist in this movie. But the Asian girl that Donnie stands up for, that's like one of the biggest things I remember about this movie is just like the shut up, and then they fucking make fun of her. Like, fuck off. Anyways, this is the director's cut. Some more ambient fog, and then you get this little envelope that has Roberta Sparrow's name on it. Darko, extremely important, which is kind of funny because that's what he puts in her mailbox in the movie. And you get like these postcard-sized images that work together to make the picture of Frank, as you can tell. And you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Probably nothing, but they're kind of nice to have. They're nice and high quality. So, well, you got one of the mailbox, but yeah. So yeah, this edition's really nice because everything just feels sleek. Arrow's becoming like one of the best for packaging. Like all of their releases when they restore stuff are just really nice. Like it's like the criterion of like re-releases. I feel they're getting not that high, but you know, criterion is criterion. So but then we have this art book. It has a picture of the mailbox, and there's some stills within the book there. And then it's a really long interview with the director and producers. I'm pretty sure. I can tell that it's the director for sure. But, yeah. So that's awesome. I love this edition. I was kind of iffy because it's the most expensive Blu-ray that I've bought since September. And that's saying a lot because I bought a lot. But, yeah. So those are the Blu-rays I've got. I'll leave the newest ones for last there, so I'm just going to go real quick through the stuff that I haven't made a video about. So I bought this one because of the 60 frames and the reference 4K. Billy Lynn's Long Halftime War. The movie's The film is alright. Kristen Stewart is good in it. I saw her in Personal Shoppers recently, so I don't mind Kristen Stewart anymore. But the movie's just not that good. It's kind of boring, it's slow, but just watching it is a treat. And I'm surprised Ang Lee made this because there are some very good scenes, but it just sucks that it wasn't that great. But I like to have it just to show, like, yo, look at this 4K. So that's fine, I guess. And I'll just go with the next one. It's one of the newer ones, but it's fine. This is the reference 4K, Planet Earth 2. It's unbelievable. I was iffy at first, and then I popped this sucker in, watched the first episode, and I was blown away. The waters look good, the greens look good, the animals are defined. The grossest episode is probably the insects, or bees, or wasps, I should say, attack these frog eggs, and I literally wanted to barf. It was awful. That's neither here nor there. However, it's fucking gross. Next one I got was Hacksaw Ridge in 4K. I watched this one in 4K as well. It was good. See, a lot of these I haven't seen the Blu-ray versions of the film, so I can't really say, oh, it was so much better than the Blu-ray. But the definition was good. There was no scenes that I was like, oh, this looks like soft. Like, it was all good and clear and crisp. So that's nice. I'm not sure if this one really has HDR. I don't believe this one does. Oh, it does. This is with HDR. You know, I'm hesitant because I have one later that is not HDR, and it pisses me off because it's exactly what HDR was made for. And I hope they re-release it in the US because it's an import, but I'll get there. I picked up Deepwater Horizon. This is one of my favorite biopics because I don't watch many biopics. I don't like Mark Wahlberg that much. Gina Rodriguez I do like, and I think this is really good because it's one of those movies. It gave me Titanic vibes where, you know, there's the scene in Titanic, of course, where it's like fucking an hour of it, where the water is filling up in the lower decks, and like it's just this like urgency, and like it's really like tense, and that's exactly what this whole movie was. And it's good, and I when I fact checked it, it was like a lot of it was accurate. The only thing which my manager pointed out to me before I saw it was when you watch the movie and you're like, oh, like Kate Hudson's the wife, and then you get to the end and there's pictures of like the actual people, and you're like, that's not fucking Kate Watson. It's Rosie O'Donnell again. It's mean. Blonde Rosie. But yeah, it's good. I like the slipcover, actually. It's not like shitty like what I talked about in my slipcover collection video where I talk about how fucking jam-packed with shit. There it is. Next one, I was super fucking pissed because this Blu-ray was $52.99. I did not price check at Best Buy when it was like $30 on Amazon. And the slipcover is fucking limited edition. And my dog, who was tiny then, Kubo, I'm so sorry. She's licking her cuts. She just got spayed. I'm poor. She destroyed the fucking... come on. You can tell. But she destroyed it. Both the art and the slipcover that's limited. Fucking on Bluray.com, they talk about how limited it is. Pissed. And so I had to make one. I had to make a cover art. So I wasn't I actually liked that because I decided to go with a full wraparound. I mean, it's just simple, so it's not like revolutionary, but it's always the same photo, which I liked. I picked some pictures from the internet. I could not figure out the right font, so I just used some shitty one, and then stole the synopsis and the special features. But that's Shallows. I didn't watch it on an HDR, like full capable HDR TV, but it did look really good. The definition was good. It was a lot better from when I watched it before. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Next one, this is one that's like great for HDR, and I have not seen the sequel yet. Super excited about the 4K release, so I can do that. But John Wick, love this movie. It's one that I can keep watching after. I actually didn't like it at first before I got into film again, and I guess I did, but I was really snobby. I was like, oh, the only fucking good movies are like dramas that like fucking Jennifer Lawrence are in. I love Jennifer Lawrence, but you know what I mean. So John Wick, real good. Love. I cannot wait to watch the sequel on 4K because the neon in this movie is so good, and the subtitles are like really good as well. And I say that because they're stylized subtitles. So when I watched it before, it was just simple like white subtitles, and then I watched it on the Blu-ray, and it's like neon and like it pops up. It's really nice. Next one, I read the book, so when I picked it up, I was just like, whatever. I got these all on Boxing Day around that time, I believe. Yeah, I read the book. I liked it. I forgot a lot of it, so that's probably why I like the movie a little bit more, because I knew where it was going. I knew the twist at the end, but it was all right. It was still all right. Emily Blunt's like your main driver here. She was good. I did get chills one part of the movie because I had forgotten about it, and I was like, holy shit, that's sad. But yeah, it's good. It's all right. I don't know what to say about this. It's fine. The 4K looks good. Not all of it looks good, but most of it looks good. Next one, X-Men Apocalypse. I thought this movie was all right. Like, it was on Letterboxd again. I'll reference that a lot. I'll probably put the link in the bio or whatever if you want to fucking, I don't know. It's X-Men Apocalypse. The HDR is really good. All the powers and stuff look really cool. The definition's good. Apocalypse looks like really defined with all the makeup. You can see a lot of that. And the scene with Quicksilver in the Xavier's mansion is like really good in HDR and 4K. Not all of it looks good. The movie's kind of wish-washy. You kind of hate it or you love it. I was kind of in the middle. I liked it. I didn't think it was awful. But Sophia Turner, love. So, next one. This is one that I said with the Angry Bird stuff where I said, oh, I should have bought it because it's not like amazing, but it's going to make my 4K collection. I also like it. Secret Life of Pets. It was alright. There's a couple funny parts in there. It's Illumination. They're like fucking... I hate Despicable Me. Like, I guess I should say I hate the Minions. I don't mind the movies. I actually like them. But just fuck. Middle-aged moms. Like, enough. Secret Life is fine. The definition's good. The colors pop. It's a good-looking one. This is one a lot of people's reference, but Pacific Rim. I have to rewatch this, but I remember like comparing with the Blu-ray, and I was like, this is almost night and day. Like the HDR blows the Blu-ray out of the water. It's kind of funny because the scene I'm remembering is in the beginning in the water. But yeah, it's a decent flick, and it's a great movie in 4K HDR. Next one, fucking hated this movie. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This is retarded. The fucking first act, awful. The script is so stupid. I was like, in the book this was scary. Here it's awful. I'm like cringing. And then the second act is like yeah, like Hunger Games meets X-Men, yes, like that's cool. And then the third act comes around and it literally is so stupid. Like, and not to be that person, but if they would have followed the book, people would have liked it more. It would have had a better tone. It would have been... Like, they literally cut out the whole sequel. That's just a mess. The 4K looks good, though. One of my favorite reference before I got Planet Earth. and watched a couple other ones. This is a really good 4K Blu-ray. Like, it looks so clear. I hated this movie in theaters. When I rewatched it, I was like, I just had a good time with it. And, like, that's all it was. Even though she fucking turns into a USB stick in the end. This looks good. Blu-ray. Sound is good. Scarlett Johansson's in it. This one I fell asleep. But I did kind of like what I watched before that. Not much to say. It's shot on film, so it looks good. There's a lot of grain. A lot of people don't like the grain. I don't mind it. But yeah, it looks good. It's a good one. Excuse me. Next one, Great Gatsby. This is literally like, this is a movie you put in to see HDR. Like, this movie is so flashy. A lot of people don't like it. I actually do really like it. It's a really a hit or miss movie with like the sound and the music and stuff, but I happen to really like it. I had just read the book and watched like 1/3 of one version of the film, another third of the other, like in school. So when I had first saw this, I was like, I really liked it. And it's good. Yeah. The HDR is really good in that one too. This one is one of my favorites. Probably just because everybody fucking hates it. But you know what? I don't even like the original. And that sounds bad, but I'm sorry, but I was kind of bored. And I love 80s movies. One of my favorite movies is fucking Alien, and it's a 70s movie. Like, Terminator, like, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Some of it holds up better than others, but Ghostbusters. So I automatically liked this more because everyone is saying how shit it was, and I'm like, the fucking original is not that amazing, guys. Like, I'm sure that a lot of people have, like, nostalgic thing. When they were kids, they loved it. Like, it was so revolutionary, this and that, but not revolutionary enough for me to love it now. So when I watched this, I immediately liked it just because of all the negative stuff. And I was like, it's fine. Like, it's not bad. The third act is a little sloppy, but literally, like, what? Like, come on. Like, fuck off. HDR is really good. The frame breaks from the IMAX version of the film are all in here, so it looks so good. Like when they're fucking no, sorry, but when they're catching those ghosts, the proton beam is going across the screen, and it looks great. Next one, I've only seen the first film. I've been working my way up here, but this is apparently a reference 4K. It looks super good and the CGI doesn't look dated, and I believe it. Because I remember watching this movie and not really liking it, but I know that scene's gonna look great. And the new one's coming out, so I'm sure that will look good as well. Now up onto my new stuff. I'm not gonna take a long time on this, I promise. We're already at 27 minutes, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. And the stack is getting bigger and bigger. So this one, Neon Demon, this is the one I imported, and I was talking about the HDR, and it doesn't have it. This would be so good with the HDR. I'm kind of pissed about it. I hope when they put it in the US, if they ever put it in the US, that it'll include HDR with it. But the movie's fine. I didn't really like it the first time I saw it, and then I was thinking about it. I was like, I need to rewatch that. I watched an explained video on YouTube, and I was kind of interested in all of that. And now I really want to rewatch it, having watched the explained video. So I'm going to do that again sometime. Apparently the 4K is an upgrade, but if you already have the Blu-ray, there's no point to double dip. So next one, my favorite movie of 2016, La La Land. The HDR is really good because, for instance, my mom, who said that her low-end 1080p Dynex television from 2008, she could not tell the difference between hers and my 4K, said that the HDR had super bright and the colors bursted, and I was like, yes, thank you, that's HDR, that's 4K, that's what this is about. So she noticed it. This is good. Next one, this is what I was going on, I kind of ranted about a little bit before. Harry Potter, boys and girls. This shit is slick. Like, the last scene here with Voldemort and Dumbledore in HDR. Listen, boys and girls. I love Harry Potter. I am on my second reread, and I don't really like the movies. Don't get me wrong. They're fine. However, they, as a lot of movie adaptations do, they feel like a summary, and that's not very good. That's why with the Hunger Games series, that's one of the best, I feel, the best adaptations, because it takes out small details. It doesn't take out in a certain feel. Okay, Order of the Phoenix actually isn't that bad, because Dolores Umbridge literally gave me PTSD from some bad times I had in Panama with a family friend. That's good. The movie gave me PTSD again, and I love to hate Dolores Umbridge. It's so gross, sorry. But the book series, boys and girls, I gotta find the tattoo for that shit. Let me tell you. Anyways, sorry. Next. Oh, wait, real quick. Let me just. Okay, Half-Blood Prince. Just real sad because the last video I did, I had the fucking new Harry Potter Blu-ray collection. Now, boys and girls, I've got the 4Ks, separate releases with these nice fucking covers. Can we just? Like, they look so good. And one thing I said in my slipcover video, if you saw it, was I hate when they do the same slipcover for the same art. Not the case, boys and girls. Not the case. Spray that shit on me. And I'm so glad we didn't get those ugly redesigns for the DVD covers with the fucking garbage fucking shit. Like, can we just? I love Harry Potter. So yeah, picked up those. The next one, Deathly Hallows Part 1. I have not seen this. I don't even think I saw it when it was in theaters. I think I kind of just skimmed through it, got to the end, saw that Dumbledore fucking Voldemort grabbed the Elder Wand, and I think that's all I saw really was, I don't know, I was a mess. Okay. So I have not seen it since reading them either. So when I finish my second reading of the books, I'm going to watch these. Hopefully, I hope it doesn't take me that long, but hopefully the first 4 will come out and the first 2 will look so good because they're shot in film. And if Warner Brothers does what they should with their Prime franchise and restore them from the film negatives, boys. My favorite of the covers, yes, Deathly Hallows Part 2 even has a nice back view here. It all ends here. That's right, boys and girls. It does. Now, before I get on to the next thing about these releases, let me just detour with the next release that I bought on 4K. It's a Best Buy exclusive steelbook in the Harry Potter universe. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yes, that's right. We got the Niffler on the front. We've got Newt on the back. Are you a seeker? A seeker of truth? No, bitch. He's a chaser. That's right. Anyways, one thing I love about these releases, besides the movies themselves, or the quality of the HDR, or the 3.4K digital intermediate upscale to 4K HDR version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them that makes the Blu-ray look like they've been botched, is continuity. I can't even fucking say the word because I'm so hype about this. Do you see this? This is Deathly Hallows Part 2. Do you see this disc art? The movie. 4K Ultra HD HDR. Did you see that? All right, boys and girls. Let's check out Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. We've got disc art that looks almost identical to the same theme as the newly released Harry Potter 4K releases. Can we just, Warner Brothers, I'm going to ask you something. Can you please do new scans for the first 2 films? Hopefully, it's not going to happen because it was shot digitally. The 3rd film, I don't give a fuck about the 4th. I don't care about it. I hate it. It's my favorite book, but I'm sorry, that movie was garbage. The last 10 minutes were the best part. Please give us the first 2 movies. Dare I say 3, with a fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them transfer. Please. I have one more release, but it is upstairs, so I will be right back, and then I'm going to shut this video down because it's been too long. So. Alright, so I was going to say how I was sidetracked, but clearly I'm wearing different clothes, and I don't have my glasses on. So, but yeah, I thought that my last pickup was going to be in the mail, but it was not. So I just waited. Anyways, I picked it up. But before I show you what I just picked up, I wanted to show you that I made 3 slipcovers for movies I've shown in this video. So these are custom slipcovers that I made myself. So yeah, the first one here is probably, these are probably 3 of my favorites that I've done so far. So the first one is Neon Demon. I really liked this poster. I found this on, it was like some fan art, I think on Tumblr or something. And I thought it would look really good on the front of the cover there. And then we have the spine. And then the back there. I just took a picture of Abby Lee, added a bunch of contrast and colors. It doesn't even know what to focus on. But yeah, I think it looks really good with the front end as well. And then this one, this is on a tie between my favorites. So I did one for the Fantastic Beasts Steelbook because it didn't have a slipcover. So we have a nice picture of Newt there in the front, and then a really high quality photo of Credence on the back. And then we have the spine there. The only sucky thing is these, unfortunately, the prints that after they printed, the colors were a little bit darker than what it was in my original thing. So the Ultra HD logo kind of got washed out there. So that's a bummer, but it's not that big of a deal. If you can see the name on the spine, I guess it's fine. And then the last one I did was La La Land. So I took the picture that they've been using for the vinyl, and it's actually, I think, part of the main menu for a little bit there. And this one's like super simplistic. Even you can't really see, it doesn't really pick up that good on camera, but the 4K Blu-ray there. And then down there, you have a Damien Chazelle film right above Land. It's not picking up. And then so you have Ryan Gosling, and then Emma Stone on the back. And it's just, simple. The spine, I got the picture of them by the lamppost. I mean, I kind of edited that together so that it would fit better, and then just a simple spine. So yeah. Then now this last one, I was trying to find, like, people online had said they bought it and they had it, but no one really showed what the packaging was like, and they were actually up in arms about the packaging. So I literally just took the plastic off, and I took a quick peek inside, but I picked up the Mummy trilogy on 4K. I actually remember watching Tomb of the Dragon Emperor as like a pubescent teen, and I liked it. So I have no idea what I'm gonna think. Maybe I might still like it just because I remember liking it, and it's like a good time back in my my baby years. But yeah, I really like this packaging. Actually, I do like digipacks. Surprisingly, let me just find this real quick because it does have a similar quality to a movie I already have in terms of build quality. Where the heck is it? Sci-fi. So if any of you picked up this Interstellar thing from Walmart, it has kind of like a glossy plastic feel, but this is a digipack as well. I've shown this off in my collection video, but it feels like that. So like the opening here, how it's magnetic and it feels high quality, that's what this Mummy does feel like, although it is just matted. And this is embossed, the Ultimate Trilogy is embossed, so this is magnetic, which is nice. And then we have the first movie in 4K on the sleeve here, and it just slides up, slides up from the top. And the, oh, that's my digital code. I don't really care, but I don't use them. Slides open. The second one in 4K. Then you have the Mummy Return. The second one on Blu-ray. The 4K for Dragon Emperor. And yeah, that's that. Now that I think of it, do they even have the 4K? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So, you know, I actually do like the packaging, and spine's nice, simple. And I actually do like that they use, for each of the slides, they use the individual releases covers. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited to pop those in. I haven't seen them since I was like tiny. The first one I haven't seen since I was like 8 or 9. I'm not quite sure when it came out, in regards to my age. I think it was 2. When did this come out? Let me check this real quick. So I was in fact 2. So I definitely watched it when I was older. Obviously not when it first came out. I remember watching Dragon Emperor in theaters though. So I was 11. I was 11 when I saw Dragon Emperor. Anyways, this video is freaking long. So yeah. Mummy looks nice. I actually do like the Mummy's look. A lot of people were bashing it. I'm whatever about it. So I'm not whatever. I like it. I just said that. Frick. Anyways, this is my attempt to try making more videos, but I didn't realize how little I've made. So yeah, I guess I'll see you when I see you.